Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This video today is going to be very spicy and very personal. In fact, I think it's going to be the most personal I've ever gotten on my channel. Oh my gosh, get ready! So I asked y'all to send me some questions over on Instagram that you've always wanted to know the answer to, but you just think that they're too personal to ask. These are questions that a lot of YouTubers avoid, and I myself have avoided in the past, which is okay because we all have the freedom to choose what we do and don't want to answer. However, today I thought I would dig a little deeper and just have a really special video for y'all. You're gonna learn more about me than you probably want to know. Also, just a heads up, my dog is on my bed chewing on her chew toy, so if you hear dog noises, that's her. Little baby sunshine. There's one thing that all of us should do before I dive into this, and that is get out a fresh Capri Sun and hit that thumbs up button because I'm gonna be real honest in this video. What's the thing you're most insecure about? Probably how terrible I am at talking and my inability to carry a conversation properly. Now, I know that sounds kind of contradictory because I'm a YouTuber and a big part of my job is talking to a camera and talking to you guys. Quite ironically though, I actually suck at talking. It's a hard thing for me to do, and when I'm put into situations where I am expected to conversate and be good at it, it is a stressful thing. It may not appear that way on camera, but I am a very shy person. What does your family think of you doing YouTube and music and stuff? Is anyone against it? No one is against it, but in the beginning, when I first started out, my family would tease me so hard about it. They weren't doing it in a mean, hateful way, but you know how family members like to roast each other? They would do that to me about my YouTube, and Sunny just dropped her toy. But yeah, I'm sure you guys know what I mean. Family members will absolutely roast you, but they still love you and support it, especially when they started seeing how it was becoming a full-time job for me. They really started being more encouraging about it and are like, oh my gosh, yes, you should totally continue doing this thing. Sunshine, what do you want? I just want to please you, but I don't know what you want. I cannot stand that squeaky sound while I'm filming. Oh my word, Sunshine. I just got her this toy yesterday too. Is YouTube a reliable source of income for you? At the moment, I'm very grateful to say that YouTube does pay the bills and it's able to be my full-time job. However, looking at that word reliable, I don't know if I could say it's that, because my YouTube channel could crash and burn tomorrow and then I wouldn't have a source of income from it. So who knows? The internet is unpredictable and I'm not in control of it. Anything could happen. Have you suffered from any mental illnesses? So I suffer from anxiety and depression. I opened up about this on Instagram a little while ago and I am getting help for it. Last year at this time, I was in a lot worse of a place, so I'm really happy to say that I am doing so much better. And I encourage you that if you're dealing with some of the same things, don't be afraid to seek help and go and talk to someone about it, because that's how I started on my road to getting better. Frat parties, question mark. I never went to a single frat party in college. I probably should explain that more. I went to a super tiny private Christian college. They didn't have Greek life, so there were no fraternities or sororities on campus, but some of the students there would go to University of Arkansas to party, and I did get invited a few times, but I said no because personally, I would rather hang out with 3 or 4 of my close friends and go get ice cream or coffee rather than going to a party, because I'm very introverted and I do have social anxiety, so that's just not my cup of tea. I know a lot of people think that going to parties is getting the full college experience, but I don't feel like I was robbed of anything by not going to them, and I still had a good time and a great experience. Dating life, question mark. My dating life is non-existent at the moment, so check back maybe in like 50 years. We'll see, it's a surprise. Do you ever get overwhelmed when it comes to music or your career? Oh my word, yes. If it ever seems like I have it all together, I promise you I do not. I'm a mess. And whenever I am feeling overwhelmed, I just look above the Paul Blart shrine in my house at the sign that says, pray more, worry less. Do you want to have kids? And if so, are you going to inspire them to go with a musical life? I already have one child right here that is licking my face. What the? Hey, Hey, what are, no. You know what? If she wants to go with a musical life, I will fully support her. But if she wants to do something else that's not music, I will also fully support her. Do you want to leave? You just want to leave me? That hurted. My child doesn't even want to be in the same room as me. On a serious note though, I do want kids in the future. I would love to have a family and more golden retrievers, but also like human children as well. Are you a college dropout, and when are you thinking to get married? Even though I thought about dropping out of college several times a day while I was going through it, I didn't. And I got a bachelor's degree in marketing, which at this point is kind of worthless, but it's okay. We're looking on the bright side. When are you thinking to get married? I don't have a specific timeline, and I'm not gonna say that there's a certain age I want to be married by because it's not really in my control. It's just whenever the right person comes around. I do want to get married eventually, but right now I'm just trusting God's timing and that he'll bring around that person. That could be in 2 years or that could be in 10 years. I have no idea. I'm just chilling and working hard right now. I'm not too concerned about it. It did make me sad for a while whenever I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so single. But I've learned to live in the present and just take the opportunities that I have and really make the most of those. Why are you so immature? Also, why do you still live at home? Yo, look at this. I just moved out of my parents' house. I am in my own apartment. Well, technically I share it with my sister, but we are not living at home anymore. I don't know how to answer the why are you so immature question. I feel like maybe on camera I appear a lot more immature than I actually am in real life. But I don't know, if you ever meet me in real life, you can be the judge of that. Why do you and your sister hide your ears? It's so stressing watching hide them. Reading that question stressed me out a little bit. So here is the deal. We don't hide them intentionally, we just like wearing our hair down. However, there is a fun fact about my ears. I have 2 different sized ears. What? That's crazy. This ear is bigger than this one. This is something that I don't talk about with anyone other than my family, so y'all are getting the super personal stuff about my life. We're talking about my ears. So this one's bigger, and then there's this one. Such a weird conversation. Maybe you can tell from straight on, maybe you can't. Is that something that a lot of people have? I don't actually know because I don't inspect people's ears, but I feel like I can't be the only one who has 2 different sizes for ears. Do your parents actually make you buy that much stuff all the time? And if so, is it from your money? So I assume you're probably talking about the 40 oranges that they made me buy in that one vlog. Yes, that is 100% true. I know some people think that I just did that for content and it wasn't a real thing, but it is. They eat oranges for breakfast every morning, and then sometimes at night they'll have it as a snack, and they make us go every couple of days to buy them oranges. But now that we don't live with them, not gonna have to do that anymore. And you know, it's kind of sad. Am I gonna miss it? Probably not. And also they gave me their credit card to pay for the oranges because I'm not the one eating them, so that would be kind of ridiculous if I had to pay for their orange addiction. I pay for my Capri Sun addiction, they pay for their orange addiction, okay? You seem happy all the time, and I can't tell if it's a facade for your fans or not. I find this question so interesting because I didn't know that I appear happy all the time. I do have sad boy hours several times a day, and I'm constantly tweeting about crying, but other than that, yeah, I guess I'm a pretty happy person. I like to look on the positive side, so even though maybe I'm constantly suffering, I can find joy in that. I actually have kind of come to enjoy my suffering or just look on the bright side of it all. There is always something to be grateful for. And I think it's an unrealistic expectation to think that you can be happy all the time because we're all going through stuff. So don't get too down on yourself if you're having a sad moment. Sometimes you gotta just cry. Several times a day. What was your first date like? It was actually pretty cute. We went to the Gathering Place in Tulsa, which if you don't know what that is, it's this beautiful park that has attractions, like things you can look at. I don't know how to explain it actually, just go look it up online. It's a really cool place. So we walked around there for a bit. I always had thought that when I go on a first date, it might be kind of awkward because I had heard so many horror stories of first dates, but my experience wasn't awkward at all, which is surprising because out of everyone, I would be the person to have like that terrible awful first date experience. I'm not the luckiest, but I'm so grateful to say that didn't happen to me, so that's cool. Are you Christian, and if you are you keeping abstinence? Yes, I am a Christian, and I am planning to wait until marriage. Obviously, everyone is living their own life. They have their own beliefs, and they can make their own decisions. This is just my personal decision for my life, and I'm not ashamed to talk about it at all. I know it can kind of be seen as a thing, as old-fashioned or prude, but it's not. It's just my standards. It's a choice that literally doesn't affect anyone else but myself, and I've thought a lot about it. So I'm not just saying this having not considered all my options. It's not just a religious thing. What is your favorite part about 2019? Definitely going to Australia for the first time. That had been on my bucket list for so long, and I never really travel out of the country, so it was a huge thing, and it was such an amazing experience. I really want to go back at some point. My sister sent in a question, and she wants to know, do you pick your nose and eat your boogers? Not anymore. Okay, that's actually a joke. I never ate my boogers. But I will tell you, I worked with kids for several years, and every single one of them picks their nose. Now, they don't all eat the boogers. Some of them will wipe them on the walls. Some of them will hide the boogers, but all of them pick their nose. So don't even try to tell me that you were a kid and you didn't pick your nose, because you probably just don't remember. Ask your parents. I don't understand the appeal of eating boogers though. Like, do kids actually think they would taste good? Is there a chance we will see your whole family on camera? I've actually showed most of my family in videos in the past. However, I do have two brothers who ask not to be shown on camera, so you'll probably never see them on camera. But my other family members, if you go digging deep into the dark depths of my YouTube channel, you will find them. Were you nervous announcing you're a Christian? I wasn't nervous because it's something that I believe so strongly in. I'm not ashamed to say that I'm a Christian, but also I can see how it would be scary not knowing how people are gonna respond to that. But personally for me, I truly 100% believe in the message, so it's something that I'm not scared to talk about because it's changed my life, and if I can share some hope and joy with others, then I want to do that. What do you think is the best about being on YouTube? It is definitely the community. You guys are the best part. And whenever I doubt what I'm doing, I just read y'all's sweet comments, and you're the ones who inspire me and keep me going, so thank you for that. Were you scared about graduating high school? Heck no. I was so excited to graduate and get out of that prison. I actually worked my butt off so I could graduate a year early. High school wasn't a very good time for me. I enjoyed college a lot more. Graduating can be scary in the sense because you may not know what you're doing after, but there was just too much drama in high school for me to even think about what came after was scarier that was in high school. High school's a dang scary place. Things get dark in there. How do I get a girlfriend? You start by friend requesting her on Roblox and then asking her to join your Christian Roblox server. Then the rest will be history. Have you kissed anyone? The tea. Okay, so I didn't have my first kiss until I was 21, and I have only ever kissed one person, and that was my only boyfriend, my only relationship. That is all the tea there is. Do you have a boyfriend? I got so many relationship questions. No, I don't have a boyfriend. I am very single at the moment. When did you first shave your legs? I think I was either in 4th or 5th grade. It was definitely before I went into middle school, but I can't remember the exact time. Are you single? Yes. Are you awkward on purpose? No. Are you lonely? Sometimes. Do you or have you ever dealt with insecurity? This question is so interesting because when it comes down to it, we are all human. Nobody's perfect, as Hannah Montana has so insightfully said. Because we all have flaws, I feel like that kinda naturally qualifies us all to have some sort of insecurity. But let's just be straight up. Of course I have insecurity. Even if you think that I may have this perfect life and I'm super confident, not really true. I am learning to love myself and embrace my insecurities, but you know, it's not always the easiest thing to do. Are you single, and what do you look for in a guy or girl? Okay, another question about my singleness. I think we have established, yes, she's single. As for what I look for in a guy? Well, first of all, I look for if he's able to watch the entirety of Mall Cop 1 and Mall Cop 2 with me. Also, he has to have a really nice Dougie and kill it at Wii Sports. If he's not good at Wii Sports, I don't think it can work out. Have you done it before? I just love how purely they wrote this down. No, I have not had sex. And those are all of the questions that I'm going to be answering today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and leave a comment letting me know, this is very important, what your favorite flavor of Capri Sun is. After you leave that comment, we are good to wrap this up and move along with our day. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye.